خدسر إلى دوزوتا جغوشيا وديوة إلى جغوشيا نارها الطوطة وديوة خدسر صرابنا عشان خزيلة خدسر واو خدسر سباي لا بيالو خنم برخيكا كسلو هيكتوريا خا كسلو ينخا خدسر خيتا بشخلب لا هذا ناوي لو أربخة دسار ين أربخة واتي سباي
Shamasha Adnan. I always see license plate. خاطر يوم أنا ما شاء خا ين تلفون خا
That's good.
أربعة أي مغزي قامت خمسة خا.
Wow.
It's like.
That's good. ما بينهم دوق لك يدوس شريط طاروس بليت سب يدوس يتصل.
No, not just plate.
Yeah. Just everywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
So men rebelled against God and built the Tower of Babel. Barnasha with the rebel against Allah وبنيله Tower in Babel. God judged them by confusing their language, resulting in chaos. Genesis 11. Genesis 11. Barnasha بنيله برجة وقملة دخول علىها وعلىها دريلة جو برناشة جوشيا بلبل لشانة زد له جو برناشة بلا جوشيا. The chief of Edom إله are 11 يعني مودي the chiefs of Edom يعني أني جورانة Edom إن خجبنت له إن خدسة وأني إن Genesis 36 40 through 43 سبب اني كيلو من ماني من عيسو لا خالتو ايدو من ماني تيلا من عيسو Genesis 36 40 through 43 ماني باطلق عالم بريتا قولي لخير
أني نشمانة دميرة عيسو الأجاغي إن كانت شماني ميرة تمنع ميرا الله ميارا ياتت ميرا ميرا لي واما ميرا
أنا كله هنا ميرا يعني تشيفز
ميرا كينو ميرا قمص ميرا تيمن
أنا لا لنا مخير ميرا ميرا يعني تشيفز يعني إذا مرة ميرا يعني تشيف والله تشيف والله هي أنا إيوا خدسة يعني النمبر لا ميلو ترسة سبب أول زايد على ناو ترسة على هذا هنا إيوا درقول زايد على أن إيوا من عيسو سبب عيسو من إيدو
ميرا مجدئيل ميرا عراق أنينا ميرة آدم المسكاني بأرعد يرتوتي أهل عيسو بابت أدوماي
بس ما يعني أو إلى عيسو بابت أدوماي. So Esau, these chiefs come from Edom. Edom was Esau. It belonged to Esau. Esau سبب عيسو جورا من بني آدم إيوا دوجي بالأردن وإيو يلقون بالدوم ينسموك أخي من تيمن من تيمن تيمناية. So more Bazaya, Gabi, I'll see you tomorrow, la? Okay. Mabienet, la? Rabas Pai. So let's continue on number 12. So Khadissa ila Kayas Lela Kadia. In Gayameta Khazetun Matetun Bala. This is very important. Matetun Bala Chikhada Kamadurno Khamindi Khatam Badar Khallo. Zemun Matemun Bala. This is what you need to pay attention to. In numbers, وكردين ده صاد مليانتين. أي صاد خزخ صاد أتخيازة. The clock goes this way, right? We all know that, right?
Yeah.
The clock goes this way, right? So when Jesus comes, we learn that he's gonna come all the way, and he came down, he came and he made us 7, 8, 9, now we're in 10, right?
Yeah.
Once we reach in 10, it's a big fight, huh?
Yeah.
You know what? Jesus is gonna come and take us from 10 to Eka
To 12.
to 12. But then what does it say? He comes back. He comes what?
Back.
The clock first time will come back to 11. Judgment. When he comes back, جاي قامت بتعمل بتداير. ليه ما بتقاتل؟ بتداير. جاي قامت بتعمل بتداير. ليه ما بتقاتل؟ No. بتداير. يعني مو صعد بالديرة الخدسة. جاي قامت صعد ديرة لبارة. كموسى إلى دان judgment. ديرة لبارة يعني مو يعني opening the old books. Very simple. يعني مو ديرة لبارة يعني opening the old books. First time the clock will come back. It says what? Jesus will come back. Jesus came this way the first time. The second time he's going to come back this way.
Wow.
He's not going to come this way. جاي قمة تصعد ديرة لبارة. So ما نمشيخها بالداير. ليه مي نمشيخها بتقاتل؟ ما نمشيخها بالداير. يعني مو يعني بالداير لبارة. كمو سبب ديارتا إلى مو إلى بتاخد كتابة تيقة. Opening the old books. That's why he's gonna return. So that's why 11 is judgment. خدسة إلى judgment. So مو إلى برنوخ نوخ إيوا أسرة. What happened after Noah? Noah was the 10th father. What happened after that? Huh? مو إلى برنوخ. إلى chaos, إلى طوفانة, إلى judgment. So after 10 became 11. There was no 11 generation. It was done. It was flood. The whole generations were gone. No? رابع 12. ترسر يطلع إلى سلطان الله إلى خير الله وإلى authority God. 12 hours a day, 12 hours a night, 12 months in a year. ترسر أوهات ينبنون إسرائيل. ترسر تلميذة مارن. ترسر باتريرك من شيم هل بابا ياقو ويتلان ترسر دروازة نو جيروسلم. I'm قارئ Revelation 21:12. Let's read Revelation 21:12. خلينا نفاض لك. بس أو قارئ شمير. جينا بكرة شمير.
من آدم هل نوح ماشي بقرة؟
لا
شميرا.
ما يكمشنا ترى ألف هي بوزو هذا ترى ألف دوس ترى ألف ترى مو ألف ترى. Okay. Okay. So ما نريد بقرأ قالا Revelation 21:12. قرأ. قرأ لا خي قرأ.
اتوالى شورى قورا وراء ترسل دروازة.
أنا يطلع من آدم هالموت.
فخلطة بلا بقراية خدقيقة مكلمنا استقر خي.
اتوالى شورى قورا وراما وترسل دروازة وترسل ملاخي على الدروازة وعلى الدروازة وشرمانة بترسل شوطة إسرائيل.
Rabba Spy. Read in English for me.
It had a great high wall with 12 gates and with 12 angels at the gates. On the gates were written the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. There were 3 gates on the east, 3 on the north, 3 on the south, and 3 on the west. The wall of the city had 12 foundations, and on the thumb were the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb.
Very good. 12 modile mshicha imanti watrisser shinne shurile his ministry shurile malupe, okay, in the church. يعني مو يعني جوهيكي. Gohikla, Shiha, Malipwa, Malipwa, Ina Lemase Asikwa Ekitiwa, Kanke Ekitiwa, Kahne La, Ina Gohikla Yane, Hikla Enamu Yene. So in the temple itself, where people in the court, Jesus will be teaching as much as he can. He started when he was 12. We'll have 144,000 of the servants of God. We're going to see him in Revelation 7:4. What happened? It's at 12,000 times 12. زي خالد علىها يعني بتزايد شلطانة إلى times. It's never plus, it's always times. It's the power of God. It's the power and the authority of God. That's why we have 144,000. It says 12,000 of every tribe times 12 makes what? 144,000. Okay, and we can see that in Revelation 7:4. Revelation 7:4. Number 12 is mentioned in the Bible 187 times. 22 times by itself just in the book of Revelation. Isli tregaye pishtela mutkhirta göktawa idgilyana. Yani trissar number trissar immo tmani shawa gaye pishtela kshtuta göktawa qadisha isli tregaye göktawa idgilyana. In khazikhwa كهنة هوداية إلو شيوا أيا breastplate الصدرة إيوا الله شمانة شوطت بني إسرائيل إيوا ترسا وكنت خيا والي خكلر اتخاكيفا يطيوا لو بدوا كلر قد يطيوا باسد مت أوجخين همزومي. So these are the 12 tribes, and each one had their own color, and their names were on the breastplate that the priest will wear when he goes on the altar so he can pray for their sins. Isaliwa kachullu. Hatkheva zemu. Hatkaya velvisho. Imant haviva. Uitlant reserve lichme 12 bread of the showbread for in the temple in the holy. In the holies there was 12 iwatusa itmodi itrisar short itrisar tilmidat ila khalit ala had ila authority of God. Very well. 12 people were anointed in the Bible. Trisar ganate pishe wa mshiche kha iwa ahrun u arba benune vaina kamsha. Aaron and his 4 sons were anointed. Those are the 5 people. Then we're gonna see 7 kings after that. 7 kings. After that, they were all anointed in the Bible. Only 12 has been anointed in the Bible. Only 12. Inamo bunzaya, khamsha qamaya ina shahne, ukharta ansha ina malku. The very first 5 are priests, and the last 7 are all kings. Right?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Anointing starts from the church. Anointing shuriyele min goika. Lele shuriyam jumalke. Right? So this is for you guys to read. We don't need to go through it. You can take a picture of this, but you're gonna read about each king. Malkia, Saul, King Saul, King David, Aushalem iwa Brunt Malkia David, و Malkia Shlimon iwa Brunt Malkia David, وخرطة ياهو ملكة ياهو وخرطة ملكة يوأش وخرطة ملكة ياهوخس اوكي أنا ملكة كله إيوا anointed تدخب دان الجان. 5 7 number 13 أنا بس ما متوهن 14 13 هل 14 تمرين نوخ ممتاز. Okay, I promise you 13 represents all governments created by men and inspired by Satan. Maryam النوخ. Hamasha number 13, where you don't find number 13? 13. In hotels, high buildings, when you go, they skip 13 to 14. There is no floor 13.
Unlucky number.
Yeah,
That's true.
they don't have. How much of Khazit? You all buildings in the hotels, you don't see floor 13. They don't have floor 13. Okay? I think there is a movie about something
Friday
like
the
that.
13th.
Yeah. No, there is about room 13 or something. So in Azaytun al-Danna hotels, you downtown, Azaytun in 13 jumps to 40. ليه ما شكيتوا number 13? Floor 13 is never there. New buildings now they're doing it. Yeah. And you know what was so funny? And I always believe in that, but in the last hotel I went in Jordan, I was on floor 13. I couldn't believe it. But guess what happened? They made me 3 cards and didn't open my door. And I said, okay, I'm on the wrong floor. Definitely I am. You know?
Oh my God.
لا كارتك مطرسيني نفلت لا بتخلق
Never.
Yeah, so usually number 13 ليه ما تخلقوا hotels floors there is no number floor 13 usually. نمرود جبارة بتخاليتون as in Genesis 10:9 was the mighty hunter. He tried to take the place of God in Genesis 10:9. Nimrod was the 13th in Ham's line. Gubnunit Ham. In Ham's line, he was number 13. Nimrod Jabbar.
Wasn't he the one that discovered Nimrod too?
He was, yes. He was. That's why we're in the mess. يعني نمرة وعاشر. عاشر من نمر. عاشر يومديك. عاشر يومديك عندك اثنين. مباني يطول الدعاء. نمر الجبار. وبيطلع شار. Okay, as in Genesis 10:9, مالي بودجينا قرينا قال Genesis 10:9. And you read in English.
ويل شرايا ملكوتو 10:9. Oh no, start with 9. I'm sorry. Okay. هويل جبارة صيدا قمريا سبب آها ياشي لمرتا أخ نمرد جبارة صيدا قمريا ويل شرايا ملكوتو بابل وأرك وأخد وكلنة أرأت صنعات من هاي أرأى بلطل العاشر وبنيل الننوة والخبوت مديتا والكالخ والراسن بالننوة وبالكالخ هاي مديتا قرطة راسن راسن
وإن أزخ الأوهات من خام وخجبنخ طالت إلى من أوهات التلطاسر يعني إلى from the 13 fathers of from Ham to Numrud. Okay? In Azch, yes, go ahead, read it for me.
Oh, you want me to read it? I had a question.
Go ahead, what's your question?
How did he try to take the place of God?
Because he built a tower
Okay.
above the sky. So God said, man has evil in his heart.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why God came down and then he
That's
put
Tower of Babel.
languages in them.
Tower of Babel, right?
Tower of Babel.
He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. That is why it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. The first centers of his kingdom were Babylon, Iraq, Akkad, and Calneh in Shinar.
Because he rubbled سبب أمضي تكمنت إيوة إنبان تاور أورو من شمية خنا علىها لما سخارق وعانا بيشن هو Very good. Azich al 13. 13 times in the book of Revelation is mentioned the dragon as a symbol for Satan.